Yeah. Do you like sell the old ones that you like discount prices?
The York Revolution is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Here he swings and hammers it. Watch this one go. It's a game winner.
Revs Baseball on WOYK is brought to you by People's Bank, WellSpan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, York Dental Sleep Therapy, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, Neighborhood Family Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer and Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swinging a deep drive to right field. Watch this one go. He fires. Game over. Base hit. It's a fair ball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He slides. He's in. Revs win it.
Now, with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Darrell Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from People's Bank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 13 of York Revolution Baseball. Game number 2 today. It's the nightcap of our day-night doubleheader, and the Revs looking to get off the schneid. Final game of this series, final game of the opening homestand, and looking to salvage the finale tonight against the Long Island Ducks. Hi again, everybody. Darrell Henry alongside Matt Present. Welcome to Revs Baseball on a picturesque evening at the ballpark, but a little bit cool once again here tonight. The wind has died down since this morning, and Matt, a tough one for the Revs earlier today, falling 7-2 against Long Island. So here tonight, trying to snap a 3-game skid, avoid being swept after sweeping Somerset, but when they were in this position a week ago on the road, they certainly broke out in a big way, and they'll be trying to do that before heading back on the road with this final game tonight.
And Darrell, I think they have a good chance to do that again here tonight with Tyler Levine going for the Ducks. He will be making his first professional start in this season, has thrown just 13 pitches. So this is really going to be a piecework bullpen game for the Ducks. There are some rumors swirling around that we might see some position players get some mound time. So if there's a time for the Revs to try to right the ship, it's definitely in this game.
Now, if you weren't with us earlier today, a bright spot was what Curtis Parch gave the team. 5 innings, 3 runs allowed, and in that start, I don't think anybody expected 5 innings or 94 pitches from him, but that's exactly what he gave them. That was a big lift.
It sure was, and we talked to Mace about that earlier today, and he was just thrilled. I mean, you didn't know what to expect from him, and he was a guy who really hasn't started a whole lot in the last several years. I think 1 start in 2015, 2 in 2014, but you have to build up to that. I mean, it's early in the season still, and he went out there and threw a lot of pitches. I think he finished at 94. And to be able to come in after a couple not-so-great relief appearances and provide that spark for this team, it was really too bad they were not able to capitalize and get the win for him. But it's a promising start going forward. And talking to Fletch, it sounds like he will indeed get another shot in the starting rotation upcoming.
The Revs come in 5-7, trying to end a 3-game skid tonight. Long Island 7-6. They've won 3 straight. It'll be Steve Janis for the Revs, his 3rd start, 1-1 with an ERA of 4 coming in. And as Matt mentioned, Tyler Levine, his 2nd appearance of the season, 1st career start. He went 1 scoreless inning, throwing 13 pitches in his 1st outing. Coming up in our pregame, we'll take a look around the league, couple of day games earlier today, and then get Mace's thoughts on the first one and what his team has in the tank here for the nightcap tonight. First pitch is coming up at 6:30 here on a cool but pleasant evening at People's Bank Park on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great BestJet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. BestJet hot dogs go great with BestJet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple BestJet Rising Crust pizzas with 12 packs of BestJet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with BestJet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
The puck drops here.
He shoots and scores!
Sports Radio 1350, your home for Hershey Bears hockey.
Christian Thomas, a highlight reel move!
And the Washington Capitals.
Rebound score!
Defending the Den and rocking the red all season. Catch the Bears and the Caps on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. The Revolution plays here.
Play ball!
The new Sports Radio 1350.
And welcome back to People's Bank Park as we roll along on our pregame show alongside Dell Henry. I'm Matt President, and now we take a look at the York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. York, not the only team to play a morning game today. There were several. And in a high-scoring game, the Sugarland Skeeters defeated the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 12-11. There were 7 combined home runs in this one, 2 from Josh Barfield, as the Skeeters get the win. The other game from earlier was the Patriots and the Bees. Somerset winning that one 5-1 behind a 4-run 7th inning. So we talked about how tight the standings were at the beginning of the day. Currently, 3 of the 4 teams in the Freedom Division have 6 wins. York looking to match that here tonight. And the Somerset Patriots, the league's best team to this point, now with 9 victories on the season. We'll take another quick break on our pregame show and chat with Mace on the other side. Daryl Henry caught up with him in our manager's report. You'll hear that right after this.
This is Dustin Hawkinsmith with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show, brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
Need some fun with your food? Where else but Friendly's? Stop by Friendly's at 423 Laux Road in York for great deals like 50% off breakfast Monday to Friday from 7 to 11 a.m. or one of our 5 lunch and dinner meals for $5.55, including the quarter-pound cheeseburger. Stop by after the game with your Revs game ticket and save 15%. Friendly's has got you covered with great deals all day long. Friendly's, life with extra sprinkles.
Ready to upgrade your home? Hakes Home Furnishings is the place to go. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, Hakes is your home for quality furniture and the best customer service. From bedding to dining, Hakes carries over 30 different brands to accommodate every furnishing need, all great quality and at a guaranteed price. Visit us at 2200 Carlisle Road in York, online at hakehomefurnishing.com, or call us at 717-767-9068 and let one of our outstanding representatives upgrade your home today.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
Well, Mace, a tough one in Game 1, but certainly a bright spot for you had to be Curtis Parch going 5 innings. What did you see there? How pleased were you?
Well, way beyond our expectations, first of all. He did a great job. I mean, we couldn't ask for any more than that. We were thinking more like 50 pitches, 3 innings, but, you know, he was feeling good every inning he came in. He said, I can go another one, I can go another one. So, you know, 5 innings was way more than we hoped for, and it was pretty effective too. So he had some issues with 2 outs, you know, trying to get off the field, but other than that, I mean, I thought he did a really nice job.
Did you see any adjustment from him with, you know, how he used his stuff or anything compared to relief outings? And it seemed like once he got those first few hitters out of the way, he had pretty good command the rest of the day.
I thought maybe it was a little more backwards in the sequences than what it is when he's a reliever. I thought he was using somebody off speed first and then the fastball instead of vice versa, and I think that might have had them off balance a good bit too. So, you know, maybe he found out something about himself today, and he really had nice control of his secondary pitches too. So. You never know. I told him, I said, we'll see how you feel on Friday. I mean, obviously when you're out there with adrenaline and everything, you're not going to feel it, but hopefully Friday he'll be okay and get a good run in tomorrow and flush everything out, and hopefully Friday it won't be so bad.
Well, offensively, kind of a similar thing last night and earlier today with a couple of early runs, but then not a whole lot going. And is there anything that you're seeing approach-wise or anything like that you can pinpoint, or is that just the way these games have played out?
You know, it's hard to tell. I think individually, you'd have to look at each guy on an individual basis, because we have some guys that are having really good at-bats, and we're having some guys that are having not so good at-bats. And I think the guys that are struggling a little bit with batting average, and maybe they're starting to look at their numbers a little bit too much this early in the year, those approaches sometimes are chasing a lot of pitches that are not in the zone, as opposed to the guys that are, you know, a little more selective, and, you know, I think they're having better at bats, and usually that's a better result with a better approach. So I just think some of the guys are kind of chasing out of the zone right now, just trying to do too much, and hopefully over the next, you know, 3-4 days that'll start to disappear.
Any of the guys that you used out of the bullpen in Game 1, would you consider using any of them again tonight if you had to?
Well, Martin, because I know Jared, he'll throw every day. I mean, he already told Fletch today, like, I'm up for both games. So I know that we could use him again if we had to. But, you know, behind Janice, we have 5 relievers that we did not use this morning. And, you know, I mean, hopefully we don't have to go beyond that. But, I mean, if we had to, it would be probably Jared Martin.
And Janice, pretty good outing at home in his first start here to start this homestand. Do you push him any more tonight than normal, given how much you've had to use guys here this week?
No, I mean, I just think right now the starting pitchers that have been, this is their third start coming up. Tonight would be his third start. I think now we're to the point where, we're looking for that 5 innings, 85 to 90 pitches, that type of thing. So, he's already been up pretty high in the pitch count, so I'm not really looking at a pitch count type of thing, or, we need innings because we're a little shorthanded in the pen, because the bullpen's really okay at this point for tonight. But it was just trying to get to tonight that was the hard part over the last couple of days. I was talking with Eric a little bit earlier today, and, we've had basically 2 spot starts and a rain delay, and then 18 innings today. So we're trying to protect our guys because it's early in the year, and we're also trying to give guys an opportunity to go out there and give us an inning or two and see what they can do on performance as well. So, we kind of choreographed it a little bit the last couple of days. So tonight we can kind of manage a regular way and go into the off day tomorrow.
And you get Franco back in there tonight as well. That's good news. And fortunately, it wasn't too long with him. He was playing really well for you.
Well, he really was. At the time, probably one of the best hitters on the team when he had the little groin issue. But, it's been, I guess, about 7 days now, maybe 5 days, something like that. And so hopefully tonight we'll keep an eye on him. But I think based on what I saw in batting practice yesterday and him moving around with ground balls and swinging the bat from both sides, I think he's okay.
All right, Mace. Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Starting lineups are brought to you by Flying Feed. For Long Island, they will go like this. Phelan Lentini in right field leads off. Delta Cleary Jr. in center hits second. Angelo Sonko moved up to the 3-hole. He's in left field batting third. They will slot Nolan Reimold down a couple of spots. Mark Krause is the first baseman hitting cleanup. Then it's Reimold DHing and batting fifth. Cody Puckett at third base will hit sixth. Elmer Reyes at second base is batting seventh. For the first time in the series, we'll see Giovanni Alfonso at shortstop hitting eighth. And we'll also see Dominic Blanco catching and hitting ninth. So Dan Lyons and Alex Berg getting the evening off. Again, it's Lentini, Cleary, Sonko, Krause, Reimold, Puckett, Reyes, Alfonso, and Blanco for Long Island. For the Revs tonight, Alonzo Harris will have the evening off. It'll be Jared Mitchell in right field leading off. Then Jose Constanza in left field batting second. Joel Guzman at DH bats third. Cleaning up at first base is Michael Burgess. Luis Allen will catch game 2 and bat in the 5 spot. Then Angel Franco back in there hitting 6th. He's at second base. Brian Pounds, the third baseman, bats 7th. Ryan Dent at shortstop hitting 8th. And Travis Witherspoon in center field will bat 9th. Again, Mitchell, Constanza, Guzman, Burgess, Allen, Franco, Pounds, Dent, and Witherspoon. The starting lineups once again brought to you by Flying Feet. Steve Janis will make his third start, 1-1 with an ERA of 4.00. Tyler Levine, the first start of his career with 1 outing so far this season under his belt. That was a 1 scoreless inning in relief. The Revs getting set to take the field for tonight's game. They'll do so wearing the alternate Navy jerseys, the new ones here at home for the first time this season, with the big gold Revs script logo across the front, the white and gold sleeves, and they will wear the white paneled alternate hats tonight. And Long Island's still in the orange jerseys here for game 2. Bet those smell good. Revs come out for tonight's game. We'll have first pitch coming up as Steve Janis bookends this homestand. The first and final games. Game number 13 of the 2017 season. We'll have it for you coming up next.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, But here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit YorkSleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Pelham. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit YorkSleep.com to learn more.
Hey Revs fans, get points for great rewards just by supporting your team through the new Revolution Rewards program. Use the new York Revolution app to receive and earn points for ballpark food, store discounts, stadium tours, and more. Available through the Apple and Google Play stores, the York Revolution app also features team news and exclusive content, contests and promotions for Revolution prizes, online ticket purchases, live game streaming, and more. Download the York Revolution app today. Free stuff by supporting your team? That's Revs time.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
I just like to say that y'all rock, man.
Is Tom Brady now suspended?
Yes. The Associated Press says appeals court rules Patriots quarterback Tom Brady must serve 4 game deflategate suspension.
Fritzy, call for Tom Brady.
I'm on it.
And if not, Giselle. And then Robert Kraft. He's got 4 months here. What can he do in 4 months here with an appeal?
This is basically where we were last year.
Yeah.
Dan Patrick.
Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Revs hosting the Ducks, final game of the season opening homestand. 7-gamer, the Revs winning the first 3, dropping the most recent 3, and trying to finish above 500 on this homestand with a win tonight. Steve Janis going through his warm-ups. He's coming in 1-1 with an ERA of 4 in 2 starts, 9 innings, 12 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. He has walked 5 and struck out 5. He started the home opener against Somerset on Friday night, and in that game, 5 innings, 2 runs. And Matt pitched pretty well in that one, gave the Revs a good start at home, and was kind of a trend with good starts through the weekend, and Janis is the one trying to get them back on track with a win here tonight.
Yeah, 4 walks, a little high, but the rest of the numbers pretty impressive for Janis. He was around the strike zone most of the evening, really got ahead of hitters for the most part, and really got them off on the right foot at home, started that sweep against Somerset. So looking to continue that here this evening.
Well, it's another cool evening, but clear. The cloud cover from earlier in the day has moved out. Sun across the outfield. Revs defensively behind them will have Constanza in left, Witherspoon in center, Mitchell in right. In the infield, Pounds at third, Dent at short, Franco at second, Burgess at first, and Luis Allen doing the catching for Steve Janis here tonight. First time that those two will work together. As Lentini makes his way to the plate, our Dasher Investment Services first pitch forthcoming. And Janis into his windup. Here it is, and Lentini shows bunt, takes a strike, and we are underway. It's a 6:33 start on the stadium board. Temperatures around 60 tonight. Here's the 0-1, and a swing and a well-hit ball right center. Witherspoon was back deep, though, and he's right there. Cruising over into the alley. Witherspoon a good jump, and it's a quick first out.
Well, the pitching should be pretty good in the early going due to the shadows out there. They come right across the mound, and you can actually see them on the pant legs of Steve Janis. They cross right around his knee, so the ball coming out of his hand will be in the sun, and nearly the entire rest of the way to home plate will be in the shade.
Now Delta Cleary Jr. at bat. First pitch fastball is up and away. Cleary hitting at .269, tied for 4th in the league with 10 runs scored. He's got 7 in this series. The pitch, he swings, foul tips it straight back. It is a huge key to keep Lentini and Cleary off base. Lentini is the league leader in runs scored, or at least was entering play today. Janis with the pitch, and it misses high, a changeup. Our plate ump tonight, Ian Kelly. Tim McCaffrey at first, Bill Reuter at third base. The wind and the 2-1, and it tailed just off the corner away. Cleary, the switch hitter, batting from the left. Janis the pitch, and it just missed outside. So a 1-out walk, and Cleary is on. He and Lentini each with 9 steals, tied for second most in the league. Only Lancaster's Darian Sanford has more with 10. Cleary's been thrown out once. Lentini hasn't been thrown out at all. A 1-out base runner for Angelo Sonko, who homered last night, homered in Game 1 today. Hitting .270 with 3 homers, 6 driven in. And Cleary runs first pitch. It's outside. Allen the throw, and Dent tumbling and couldn't hang on to it. The throw tailed toward the runner, and Dent tried to almost somersault himself to catch it, avoid a collision, and get the tag on with his feet up in the air. It just slipped out of his glove. Steal for Cleary will be his 10th.
Pretty good throw, though, from Luis Allen behind the plate, getting the start here in Game 2. Maybe just a hair to the first base side of second base as Dent jumped over the runner, but very strong throw right on a line.
So Cleary at second with 1 out. A 1-0 count on Sonko, and the pitch to him is up high. Janis had barely missed with the previous handful away from left-hand hitters. Didn't miss by much on Cleary, nor did he on the first one to Sonko, who's now 1 off the league lead in home runs with his 3. Janis checking, delivering, and a fastball over for a strike. The league leader, well, Nate Fryman, who's no longer there, he's in Mexico, he had 4. New Britain with Connor Bierfeld, he's got 4 now as well. Sonko, who hit 49 the last 3 years with St. Paul. Pitch to him, he swings, grounds it just past Janis's glove into center. Cleary being sent around third. Witherspoon's throw in is cut in front of the mound, and it's 1-0 Long Island. Angelo Sonko, the RBI single up the middle. They move him into the 3-hole here in Game 2, and he drives in his 5th here in this series.
A lot of RBIs for the middle of the order in this Ducks lineup, and a lot of that, I think, has to do with not only the fact that those first 2 guys seem to be on base nearly every time up, but that they steal. So Cleary immediately gets into scoring position, and then a medium to hard hit ground ball through the middle. He's in easily.
Long Island leading the league in steals, also home runs. Here's Mark Krause. First pitch, fastball is over for a strike. No team is really running away with a run scored lead. Everybody's kind of around 4.5 per game, but Long Island 8, 8, and 7 in this series. Krause has done some serious damage. Here's the 0-1, and a breaking ball missed high to the cleanup man. Hitting .318 with 1 home run, 11 driven in. And of those 11, 7 have been here in this series. 2 RBI singles in Game 1 today. Pitch to him is on the outside corner. It's a called strike 2. Janis up 1-2 on him. The wind has died down. The flag just swaying from left to right. Janis sets, fires, and it bears inside, 2-2. Slider that started in and kept on running. Shaking off and now ready. Pitch on the way, a breaking ball high. That was one of the things, at least in his first start, not as much in the home opener, but in his first start of the year, he struggled getting underneath that curveball too much, missing high with it. Now a full count. And the payoff pitch, runner goes, and a foul tip off of Allen and back into the screen.
In terms of the location with the breaking ball, though, Daryl, I think that's simply a mental issue, not a physical one. It's all about trusting yourself to throw it hard enough that you finish it, as opposed to trying to aim it where you often leave it up and don't really get that break.
Now move to first, Sonko back standing. Janis, fastball, slider, change, curve. 4-pitch guy. Now he's ready. Another full count offering. Runner goes, and it's lifted in the air. Shallow left. Constanza lining it up. And now motoring in and runs it down. The wind helping to kill it in left field. And in shallow left, Constanza the catch. So 2 flyouts for Janis. It's 1-0 Long Island to run home in the inning. Sonko back to first base with 2 outs. And Nolan Reimold to the plate. He is DHing here in Game 2 tonight. Both games, in fact. First pitch fastball is up and away. Hitting at .237. No home runs, 4 driven in. A 1-0. And a fastball over for a strike. Had some tail and slipped out of Allen's mitt, but had the plate just above the knees.
I think he might have held his glove there for a beat after the ball slipped out just to make sure Ian Kelly knew where it crossed.
Pitch, and a swing and a fly ball, left center. Come on, wind. Keep it in the park. Constanza and spoon back, and it's gone. Nolan Reimold, a 2-run home run into the wind and into the front of the playground in left center. His first of the year, and the longtime Oriole makes it a 3-0 Long Island lead here in the top of the first.
I think I'm going to blame Joe Dahl for that one.
Really?
In between games, he was telling me how much of a Nolan Reimold fan he was and how every time up he's make sure to get a good angle on Nolan, wants the picture for when he hits one. Joe, you got it.
It's great. Here's Cody Puckett. That will not be on the website later. First pitch fastball, a strike on the outside corner. Puckett at .286 with a home run, 5 driven in. There's a slider in the dirt. So the Revs in a hole here early tonight. Long Island's bashing continues. Here's a line drive pulled to left and a base hit. And Puckett follows with a single, their 3rd hit of the inning. And the number 7 hitter, Elmer Reyes, will come up.
And once again, it's the 2-out hitting. I mean, it just doesn't let up from this Long Island group.
Here's Reyes, who's 4th in the league in hitting, .357. Time asked for, he backs out. First pitch, swings and fists a foul, looping behind the Revs dugout. 2nd row in.
And I don't know if this should make Revs fans feel better or worse, but the Ducks were not hitting this well coming into play. And they really weren't. Their last game against New Britain, well, that whole series, they fell to the Bees 2-1, and they scored 7 runs in 3 different innings combined in that series.
He's a swing and a pop-up, foul ground at first. Burgess ranging over and can't reach it. It carried it away from him toward the wall and back a little bit, and reaching the glove out, it lands on the warning track, hops into the stands. Now Reyes stays alive, 0-2.
And interestingly enough, the the Ducks, I should say, come alive after their best hitter exits.
Yeah.
Nate Fryman getting picked up.
Breaking ball missed, Reyes ducking underneath it.
But sometimes it just takes a little something different to spark a lineup. 38 hits over 3 games.
1-2. And a breaking ball, strike 3 called. Janis on his 28th pitch of the inning gets Reyes looking. That'll end the top of the first, but 3 runs home for Long Island, 3 hits, 1 left. We've played a half. It's the Ducks 3 and the Revs coming up.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
This week is National Small Business Week, April 30th through May 6th. Take a walk in downtown York and you'll quickly discover the many small businesses that make our city so unique. Did you know that for every $100 you spend at a local business, 68 stay in your community? Small businesses provide jobs for 2 out of every 3 Americans, creating a job market of over 56 million people. Again, that's Small Business Week, April 30th through May 6th. Get to know York again, or for the first time, by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Well, a 3-0 hole for the Revs to climb out of right away tonight. Tyler Levine making the start for Long Island. His first of his career. 1 relief outing, and it was a scoreless inning, just 13 pitches, so his first one tonight will be his 14th of the year.
I don't know if I'm ever going to get used to that.
What's wrong, Matt?
I dunked. Thanks, Cannon.
Yeah, the fireworks got you Saturday night. You forgot that those were coming. You're going to be looking over your shoulder left and right. Jared Mitchell will lead things off. Homered in Game 1, had a bunt single, made a diving catch in the outfield, which was terrific. And he'll lead off. They give Harris the night off in Game 2. First pitch from Levine is over for a strike. 82 at the knees with some sink. Mitchell hitting .212, a home run, 6 ribbies. Of his 7 hits, 5 are for extra bases. The 0-1, and that misses a little high. Now Mitchell, Constanza, and Guzman, the top 3 tonight. Mitchell's been in 6 different spots in the batting order. 1-1, and a breaking ball, ducks in for strike 2. Draws a look back from Mitch. Revs the last 2 games, 2 early runs and then nothing after that. Losing 8-2 and 7-2. Pitch, and a ground ball pulled to second base. Reyes scoots to his left to get there, throws to first, and there's 1 away. Our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest tonight. Emily Carl is our contestant. Emily, good luck. Now you were listening to Game 1. You're probably here for Game 2, but we'll let you know. The Revs go yard. You'll win that prize pack. Here's Constanza. I think is faking a bunt already before even officially stepping in. There's no secret that he's a threat to do that. Puckett in on the grass. First pitch, he takes all the way, and it's a strike. It's hitting at 212, and had a big series here against the Ducks after really rough first week plus. Pitch to him is across for strike 2. He takes 2 all the way. He's 5 for 8 in this series, a 2-hit game and a 3-hit game before that. Had the first game off this morning. 0-2. And a called third strike up in the zone. A cutter from Levine. And Constanza down on 3 pitches looking. 2 away here in the bottom of the first. I'll bring up Joel Guzman. Downtown's got a twin with him tonight on his ATV out of town. Now that's Revs time. That was fun between innings to see them come around on the scooter. Here's Joel, who takes a cutter for a strike. Guzman DHing. He's hitting at 250 with a home run and 6 driven in. He also had the first game off. Oh, 1, and it misses a little high. When does Twin beat Uptown? 1-1, and a little cue foul over to the first base dugout. Three 0, Long Island leading here in the first tonight. Lights aren't on yet. We've got a nice sunny evening to get started. Shadows have almost reached the entire infield grass. Pitch to Guzman, swing and a miss. Change up from Levine, had him fooled, and he'll march off with a 1-2-3 first under his belt. We head to the second, Long Island a 3-0 lead.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running. Flying feet. Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
One of downtown York's newest gems, Revival Social Club is the place to be to spice up your cuisine. From carefully constructed cocktails to hand-picked produce and everything in between, Revival offers an imaginative, globally inspired menu, great for happy hour, a nice dinner with the family, or reserve our space for a private party or corporate lunch. Stop by and experience our creative dining. That's Revival Social Club, 19 North George Street in York. Or check us out online at revivalsocialclubyork.com.
For local sports on your smartphone, search WOIK at the App Store.
A lot of game left, but the first inning controlled by Long Island as they jump out to a 3-0 lead. Revs trying to avoid being swept in 4 here at home after winning 4 straight. And Alfonso leads off. Janus missed, maybe inside. Giovanni Alfonso 2 for 14 in 4 games. 1-0, and it's a called strike, outside corner. He does have 5 strikeouts in his 14 at-bats. Janus winds, and the 1-1. Checked swing, did he? He did, on the appeal to first, offering a slider in the dirt. One ball, 2 strikes the count. Janus with the pitch, swinging a bouncing ball to short. Dent steps up, gloves it, on the run. He'll snap it across to first, and there's one away. Last time the Ducks swept the Revs 2 years ago, May of 2015 here in York. Trying to avoid that tonight.
And a really nice play by Dent there. In between hop picked and off balance throw. He has looked so smooth in the field, and really no drop off after Josh Wilson was signed.
That is saying a lot. Here's Dominic Blanco. And the catcher takes a strike. Blanco, left-hand hitting batter. Is that redundant? Left-hand hitting batter? I guess less so than left-hand hitting hitter.
I think that's fair.
There's the 0-1, and he bounces a foul, first base side. His first appearance of the series, his 4th game played of the season. Berg is certainly their number 1 catcher. Blanco 2 for 9 at the plate. There's the 0-2. Curveball missed away. They went from Blank last year to Blanco this year. Mike Blank now in Southern Maryland. The pitch, fastball in, 2-2. Blanco, 3 years in the Mariners and Twins systems, made it to High A. He's just 21 years old. Pitch is a called third strike. Fastball inside corner, locked him up. So Janus with his 2nd strikeout of the night. 2 up, 2 down here in the 2nd. Matt, here's where the Revs really need to finish some innings. They've had so much 2-out trouble here in this series.
And especially with this part of the order due up, Lentini as the lineup turns over, and then Cleary. Those guys have been getting on base a lot in the series.
Lentini flied out his first time. Janus with the pitch. Breaking ball, it's a little high. Talking with Fletch between games, and he thought it was... The issues have been just a combination of things, no one thing to point to. 1-0, and a fastball, that's over for a strike. I guess in some cases, maybe the pitch chosen, in others, just the execution of it. The 1-1, and that missed high. Lentini, well, I might be on the verge of being redundant here. I can't remember if I mentioned it, but he did fly to center his first time up.
He's also a right-handed hitting batter.
Pitch is a fastball for a called strike, 2-2. That would make him a right-hand hitting hitter. Can't argue those facts. Revs play him the other way, and time not called. That was the signal of the count, and he's rung up. I thought they were calling time. It's a called third strike. Fastball away, and Lentini takes up a beef. It's a back-to-back strikeouts looking, and a 1-2-3 inning for Steve Janus.
Well, here's the thing. Lentini's upset, and I didn't get a good look at what the umpire put up there, but he doesn't have to grant time. So even if he was attempting to call time, there's nothing that says the umpire has to give it to him if he feels that Janus is far enough along with his motion to the plate.
Well, the Revs coming back up, bottom of the second, 3-0 Long Island.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local and national sports. The Big Sports Talker also has you covered with news throughout the day. Catch statewide updates on news and sports from Radio PA. Stock reports with Your Money Now, mornings and afternoons. And national news updates every hour from Westwood One. Stay up to date while getting your sports fix all day. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Michael Burgess leads it off. First pitch, he swings and launches one in the air in right center. Did he get it? Lentini and Cleary back, and Cleary makes the grab. Jumping in front of the fence in right center, Delta Cleary Jr. leaves his feet and goes sideways against the wall padding and hangs on to it. First pitch of the inning, and Michael Burgess just missed in right center.
And it's just been that kind of day. The flag has been blowing out all day, and now it's hardly moving.
Unbelievable. Here's Luis Allen. It's like drooping now. Earlier I thought it might take flight. Allen hitting at .308, 4 for 13. First pitch is over for a strike. This is his 5th game played. So he catches back-to-back nights. Today, Tejeda had the morning game. It's the 0-1 and a little bit low. But what we saw last night, we will see more of at some point. Mace using both catchers. Expects to add a bullpen catcher next homestand. The 1-1 and a bouncing ball to short. Right there is Alfonso, his first chance of the night. Throws it across for the out. 2 up, 2 down. We'll pause for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
Well, 2 down, and Angel Franco back in the lineup tonight. Be his first game played since Friday in the home opener. And when he left, he was hitting .375. Now that he's back in, he's still hitting .375. First pitch tails down and away. Switch hitter bats left. It's a home run, 6 driven in. Ducks see him for the first time, 1-0. And that's over for a strike, breaking ball. Levine is just 5'11". The Game 1 starter, Dennis O'Grady, listed at just 5'9". They bring some point guards out in this doubleheader. Here's a swing and a miss, a changeup, 1-2.
And Levine at 18 pitches, so he's well eclipsed his season high of 13.
Might be getting tired.
He looks good, though.
Yeah, he does.
5 up and 5 down.
It's the 1-2 and a ground ball, second base. It's going to be 6 up, 6 down. Reyes to a knee. He's up and throws to first. 1-2-3 inning again. Now the Revs have yet to solve Levine. We go to the third, still 3-0 Long Island.
Take it from me, guys. You want to make life happier? Your wife wants a nicer lawn. The kind of lawn you see on Home and Gardens and Martha Stewart. Here's a hint. You're not alone. Call your pals at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. They've got a way with lush lawns that the ladies like. And as you know, happy wifey, happy hubby. Winky face. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
This is Dustin Hawkinsworth with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show, brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
Can you sit up, little guy? There you go. What a big boy. Whoa! Every time he grabs my maple donut, it pulls him over to one side. But he keeps on grabbing at it. Whoop! There he goes again. Wait, let's see how this works. Here you go, little dude. Here's another maple donut. Can you grab it? Well, there you have it, folks. Charlie's right. A balanced baby needs a maple donut in each hand.
Maple donuts taste right.
York Sports on your mobile device or online at WOYK1350.com.
Long Island as we head to the third, and Steve Janis will face the heart of the Ducks order a second time. Delta Cleary Jr. leading off. 2-3-4 in the inning. And Janis to the plate. A fastball, it's a called strike. Cleary a walk, a steal, and a run in the first inning. Janis a good bounce back second inning though. 0-1, and there's a fastball right through for strike 2. So attacking Cleary early on with 2 heaters. Witherspoon will shift the other way in center. 0-2, and a slider bounce foul off. Ooh, did that backswing get Allen? Bounce foul over to the right of the screen. Allen back up quickly, but stumbled a bit initially. Janis shakes off, nods yes, another 0-2, and misses high with the fastball. The Cleary, Sonko, and Kraus here this inning. Pitch. Fastball up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good crowd tonight. Janis shakes off again, now deals, and a swing and a pop foul, headed out of play, third base side. Might be here to see Out of Town.
It is Twin night. Where's he from? Where do we think?
There's a fastball in tight, 3-2. Like North York? Like on the way out of town? Payoff pitch. And it's slapped the other way. It's short! Diving stop dead! From one knee, he threw it across his body, but Cleary beats it. Janis will point, though, to Dent and appreciates the effort. Did all he could, and if it wasn't such a fast runner, had a chance to make an incredible play.
And a little slow to get up. I think he went down hard, and what a play, though. Deep in the hole. And the other thing is, I think that ball took a little bit of a funny hop because he was not full extension. He had to pull his glove back towards his body. And an unbelievable arm just to get that off across the diamond.
Here's Sonko. Janis missing wide, first pitch. Yeah, that was all arm. That was like, I mean, kind of makes my hip and my whole side hurt looking at it. All arm, all contorted on the ground. Cleary stole a bag in the first. Pitch is hit in the air, center field, straight away, straight at Witherspoon. He's out there and he catches it. He was playing him deep and right down the middle, and Songko hit it right to him, one away. Our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report tonight. Logan Williamson, they're slotting him in to start this coming road trip. So we'll see with that calf injury. Hopefully he can go. Chris Cody is going to begin a throwing program soon to build back up with the arm. Franco back in tonight from that day-to-day groin tweak. And a throw to first. Diving back is Cleary. Long Island is healthy as far as we're told. That's your WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. And right on cue, Jackson Federle is in the press box with his arm in a sling. As Janice throws over. That's not funny at all, but the timing is... and his reaction.
Well, he didn't want the sling. Chong insisted.
And Chong knows, you do as Chong says. Cleary runs, pitches outside. Allen the throw right on the money, and they got him. Dent puts the tag on, and Luis Allen throws out Delta Cleary Jr., who's caught for just the second time in 12 tries this season. The Ducks are caught for only the second time in 20-some tries. I think 26 if I'm doing quicker math than I should be doing. Base is empty with 2 outs. Back to the windup. Janice delivers, and it misses down and away, a change. A 2-0 on the hitter. Grouse, who flied to left his first time. 2-0, and a fastball just outside for ball 3. Jackson's like a caged animal. They're not letting him do any work, and he doesn't know what to do with himself. Our stadium ops guy, I'm sure we'll see him soon. There's a ball down low, and Krause walks on 4 pitches. So the second walk issued by Janice. Yeah, here's the guy that did the majority of the damage in the first inning. Nolan Reimold, his first Atlantic League home run. 2-run shot in left center off Joe Dahl. First pitch, and a fastball over for a strike.
All right, you want to hear an incredible stat?
Please.
That at bat from Krause a moment ago, the second time in the series he's batted without a runner on base.
Wow. It was a breaking ball inside. I mean, that is the way Long Island would draw it up to a T. Get those speed guys on for the likes of him.
He led off the 9th yesterday and flew out. So either way, he could not have gotten an at-bat with a runner on there, but 2 times in 17 trips.
It's a curveball for a strike. Here's the 0-2, and he shoots it the other way. Base hit down the line in right field. Krause heading to third base. Mitchell toward the corner. Krause will be stopped late at third as the throw comes in. Reimold into second, and he's halfway to the cycle. A double over the leaping Burgess at first, and it's second and third, and some more 2-out trouble.
By the way, in the fun stat department.
Well, that last one was not fun, but...
Well, it was interesting.
Yes, yes.
Interesting stat department.
Yeah.
Last inning for Janice. The second time in the series, Revs pitching has gotten the Ducks 1-2-3. The 4th time in the series. Did I say second?
Yes.
Felt like the second.
Man.
It was in the second. That's what it was.
Yeah. Maybe we'll talk it out. We'll get there. The lights coming on now. Here's Cody Puckett. And a swing and a miss on a fastball. But again, over the weekend, Matt, they pitched so well against Somerset. You just can't predict it. You can't figure it out. Long Island, maybe they were due to break out. Revs came into the series with the league's best ERA. Here's a Tapper foul behind the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. Go for some Moz sticks right now. Puckett our K-man.
Yeah, they've gone from a 2.84 team ERA to a 3.78 team ERA over the course of the series.
Janis trying to leave 2 on base here in the third. He stares in, he's set. The 0-2 and a little tapper. Janis reaching, can't get there. Pounds bare hand throw and it's late. An infield hit and it's 4-0. Gotta be kidding me. They find every hole.
And again with 2 outs.
And they've hit their share hard in this series, but an unreal amount of bloops and dinks and dunks, and now an infield hit that produces a run. And the frustration is got to be just bubbling for the Revs. A 4-0 Long Island lead. Here's Elmer Reyes. First pitch, slider, and a called strike. Reyes struck out looking his first time. It's 1st and 3rd. The 0-1. And a grounder to third base. 2 hops to Pounds. Backhands it right over the bag and fires to first to end the inning. But a perfectly placed, weak ground ball from Cody Puckett drives in another one. 1 run, 3 hits. 2 men left. Bottom of the third. Long Island leading 4-0.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great BestJet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. BestJet hot dogs go great with BestJet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple BestJet Rising Crust pizzas with 12 packs of BestJet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with BestJet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Come on, Colin Cowherd.
If the Lakers keep their pick, rookies count as 0. Here will be the Lakers' numbers. 0, 1, 1, 2, 1. They have another 2. Brandon Ingram is 18 years old. Think you can win playoff games in the West with that? Ben Simmons couldn't lead his college team in the field of 68.
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 3 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
This Friday is First Friday in downtown York. Come out and spend the night downtown from 5 to 9 p.m. Celebrate our restaurants, cultural venues, and nightlife hotspots. The theme of May's First Friday is Cinco de Mayo. Come experience downtown York's eclectic dining, craft brews and cocktails, historic farmers markets, handmade shopping, public art, and Atlantic League baseball. Get to know York again or for the first time by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Revs down 4-0, trying to turn this game around as Brian Pounds comes to the plate. Against righty Tyler Levine, third-year pro, just 24 years old. And Brian Pounds at 273, 5 driven in. Will be followed by Dent and Witherspoon here in the third. Levine from the stretch. The career reliever deals and delivers a strike. 6 up, 6 down for him to start his night. Levine, 44 career games, all in relief. Pitch, and a foul back to the net. Some tough digging, though, Matt. Discovered that he did make some starts at SUNY Old Westbury in college, research showed.
Last start was in 2013 as a junior.
Now ready, the 0-2, and it missed down low. Good eye from Pounds.
In that game against NYU Poly, he got shelled. He went 2 2/3 innings, gave up 9 hits and 6 runs. Has not started since.
1-2, and that misses up high. He's from the island, from East Meadow, New York. He's invited to spring training, and then they made his signing official. I think Boomer's paying our booth a visit. 2-2, and a foul back upstairs. Last year he was in the Frontier League with the Joliet Slammers. At SUNY Old Westbury, his college, that's on the island as well. Another 2-2 and a breaking ball missed high. Played in the United League as a rookie a couple of years back. Has not been with a major league organization. Now ready. 3-2 and a called third strike. Pounds started toward first. He thought it might have been up, but no argument. And Levine with his third strikeout, he's set down the first 7. If you go back to early in game 1, Revs over their last, I guess now it would be 9 innings of offense, only have 2 hits, a bunt and a bloop. Trying to snap out of the scuffle. Here's Ryan Dent, who had the bloop in game 1, and he takes a strike. Well, teams do get in funks. There was a stretch a couple of years ago. They were shut out in 3 straight games. That's the worst that we've ever seen. It's the 0-1, and that missed up high.
And just as hitting is contagious, lack of hitting also contagious.
Yeah, the 3-game sweep of Somerset, they were getting timely hits. Pitch. And a swing and a pop-up, right field. Lentini coasting toward the line. And he's got it 2 away. But it had all kinds of good at-bats and early leads and timely hitting to add to it against Somerset. And that quickly, after the high-scoring loss Monday night, not much going on the last 2+ games. That's the nature of the sport. Mace said right now some guys are having really good at-bats, other guys are not. There's Witherspoon, a breaking ball missing high. Witherspoon at 214 with a home run and 2 driven in. Revs trail 4-0 here in the 3rd. The pitch. And a tapper maybe against the plate, and Levine bobbles it to the third base side, throw to first, and Witherspoon called out. On a bounce throw to first, and it sure looked, at first glance, like his foot hit the bag first before the throw got there. He's pleading his case. Mace coming out to argue with Tim McCaffrey, and as we go to break, it'll be interesting to see if Mace is still around for the remainder of the game. A 1-2-3 inning. Matt Present will have the play-by-play in the 4th. Revs trail 4-0. Oops.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
This week is National Small Business Week. April 30th through May 6th. Take a walk in downtown York and you'll quickly discover the many small businesses that make our city so unique. Did you know that for every $100 you spend at a local business, 68 stay in your community? Small businesses provide jobs for 2 out of every 3 Americans, creating a job market of over 56 million people. Again, that's Small Business Week, April 30th through May 6th. Get to know York again, or for the first time, by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
What's more exhilarating than playing $100,000 Club with top prizes of $100,000? Winning. On the spot. Yeah! So if you can't wait to win, then don't wait to play $100,000 Club, the new scratch-off from the Pennsylvania Lottery, for a chance to win up to $100,000 on the spot. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Keep on scratching. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
4-0 Ducks on top in the first pitch line. Right back off of Steve Janis. It hit his foot, and it's to the right of the mound. It's going to be a base hit for Giovanni Alfonso. And Janis walking around. He remained upright, but clearly showing some discomfort as Chong is out of the first base side dugout.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted the visit. It looked like initially he gave a quick thumbs up, but they are going to take a look at him. And
Mace going to come out as well, and so that answers the question Darrell posed at the end of the last half inning. He sticks around. A relatively unanimated conversation with Timothy McCaffrey, the first base umpire, after a play that bounced to first on a comebacker to the mound, a ball that bounced up really high, and the pitcher, Levine, had to wait for it to come down, and he threw it on a hop, and it looked like Witherspoon was safe on the play, called out, as Levine is now perfect through 3, and Janis going to toss a few and make sure he's okay. Looked good on that delivery. And 1 is enough to satisfy Mace and Chong, who now walk back together to the dugout. So once again, it just seems like the breaks in every department going the way of the Ducks. A close play at first, a liner, 1 hop off the foot of Janis on the mound for an infield single. Here's Blanco, the 9th place hitting catcher, in the first pitch down and inside, 1-0. Blanco struck out looking in the second. Part of a 1-2-3 inning for Janis, 2 strikeouts in the frame. He works here with the leadoff man on. And a toss to first, and back in safely is Alfonso. Giovanni starting at shortstop this evening. Originally supposed to play third base, but then they kept Puckett in, took the shortstop Lyons out instead, and it's a line drive left field that's sinking in there for a base hit. Towards the gap comes Witherspoon to cut it off, and he fires it back in. And back-to-back singles for the Ducks to begin the 4th. Man, they just keep hitting. Blanco, the lefty, going the opposite way. A nice job by Witherspoon coming over towards the gap to keep it in front. First and second, and Lentini back up there. He's 0 for 2 in this one. Janis sets, kicks, and fires to Lentini, and it's a breaking ball down and away. Entering 2017, Lentini is the all-time independent baseball leader in hits, runs, triples, and stolen bases here in his 17th season. Pitch on the way, chopper foul, third base side. Really incredible how long he's been around the independent leagues. He's bounced around. His best year was actually last year, his 16th season, and he led the Atlantic League in runs, hits, and doubles. And all of those were career highs. Spin and a look to second by Janis, and a dive back in by Alfonso, no one covering. Lentini, 39 years of age. He'll turn 40 in August before the season concludes. And the pitch on the way, and that's a fastball below the knees. 2-1 the count. So he's played 13 seasons of independent ball after beginning his career in the Astros organization. 3 years in that Houston farm system. And the 2-1 home from Janis, fastball down and away. In addition to playing in the Frontier League and the Northern League, he's played in the Golden Baseball League, the American Association, the Pacific League, and now here in the Atlantic League. His 5th year in the league, 4th with the Ducks. He played in 2012 for the Barnstormers. First and second, the 3-1 pitch, line drive and foul, sharply hit into the seats, third base side. Looked like a changeup there from Janis, and Lentini out in front. So Lentini has played a lot of baseball in a lot of different places. In addition to all those stops I've mentioned, he's also played overseas, or internationally at least, in Mexico. He's also played in Puerto Rico. Time called by Lentini at the plate, as Janis was taking too long for his liking. Full count, first and second, and the pitch to Lentini, skied foul out of play right side. Lentini, an everyday player for the Ducks. In fact, last season was one of the few players in the Atlantic League to play in all 140 games, doing so at the age of 38. A long look in from Janis once more, and again Lentini calls time. Janis and Allen behind the plate trying to get on the same page here. Now Janis comes set, checks second. And the payoff pitch to Lentini, swing and a miss. Got him at the slider below the knees. Lentini is struck out for the second time in the game, and he's 0 for 3. That's a nice change of pace for how hot he's been to open up the series. And it's the first out of the inning here in the 4th. Fourth strikeout for Steve Janis. And that brings up Delta Cleary Jr. Janis will look back at second. Now the first pitch to Cleary, and that's just below the knees, ball 1. Looked like a changeup there from Janis. Going soft to open up the at-bat. Cleary's been on base twice, a walk and a single. And the pitch on the way. High fly ball straight away right field. Mitchell coming in, and that's going to fall in front of him, a base hit. Rounding third is Alfonso. He's going to come in to score. Third goes back into second base, and Blanco stays put right there. A bloop single off the handle from Cleary, and the Ducks extend their lead to 5-0 here in the 4th. Once again, they just seem to find the holes out there. Cleary just getting that off the handles. It looked better hit when it left the bat, but Mitchell just kept on running in, and it died out there in shallow right. So first and second now for Sonko. And the first pitch, a breaking ball down and in, ball 1. Mitchell will play behind, or rather Burgess will play behind Cleary at first. And the pitch on the way, down and in again. 2-0 the count. Sonko, an RBI single his first time up. He has a couple home runs in this series. As he bats from the left side, the pitch from Janis. Swinging a foul straight back. Sanko's full name, Mario Angelo Saldano Sanko. Two and one the count. He goes by Angelo, and the pitch on the way, grounded sharply through the hole on the right side. That'll be a base hit right field. Rounding third is Blanco. He's being sent. Mitchell's throw to the plate is not in time. Blanco slides in safely. Back-to-back RBI singles, 4 hits in the inning, and it's a 6-0 Long Island lead. Hitting just contagious for the Ducks here in this series. In the first game of the doubleheader, they had 14 hits. They had 14 in the opener as well. And this morning, all 9 in the lineup were in the hit column as Paul Fletcher will spend a mound visit to talk to Steve Janis, who's given up 4 singles in the inning. And none have been particularly hard hit. A comebacker off the foot of Janis. Hit decently hard, but bad luck there. Single to left center, a blooper to right, and then a ground ball through the hole. So that'll bring up Mark Kraus once again with runners on. Kraus in the third, walked and scored. Cleary at second, Sanko at first. The pitch on the way, in tight. Nearly got him, 1-0. Kraus in his 9th professional season, his first with the Ducks. Made it to the majors for 3 years. Pitch on the way, and that's down low. 2-0 the count. He's played in the Arizona system as well as Houston, the Angels, the Tigers, the Rays, and the Mets. The 2-0 pitch on the way to Kraus, down and in ball 3. And the hits have to be frustrating for Janis. He looks a bit exacerbated on the mound. The Ducks not only hitting the ball well, but taking the balls that are out of the strike zone. One down here, the pitch on the way, hit hard to right field. Mitchell over towards the line. He's not going to get there. That's down for a base hit. Rounding third is Cleary. He's going to come in to score. Throw goes back into second base. Sanko goes first to third. 3 straight RBI singles as Kraus comes through again. His 8th RBI in the series. And it's 7-0 Long Island. And that's going to be all for Steve Janis. Mark Mason out of the first base side dugout. And he will take the baseball with Janis already starting to walk off the hill. The entire infield will come together as the new pitcher comes on. Looks like Joe Van Meter. So Van Meter entering on this pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Janis exits after 3 1/3 innings. 4 strikeouts, but 7 runs on 11 hits. And the runners aboard, Sanko and Kraus at the corners. The responsibility of Steve Janis. So Van Meter will try to stop the bleeding here, and will step aside as he gets warm. You're listening to Revs Baseball on 1350 WOYK.
Well, I finally did it. I took my dad's advice and joined his credit union.
Which one?
PSECU. I'm eligible because my dad's a member, but I joined through work.
Really? I thought you had to work for the state.
A lot of people think that, but there are lots of ways to be eligible.
I'm not really thrilled with my bank and all their fees. I need to check them out.
Definitely. It's worth the switch.
PSCCU is the credit union for you. Find your way at psccu.com/join. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Need material handling equipment for your company's busy season? Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers a full line of rental equipment to keep you operating at maximum efficiency. Forklifts from 3,000 to 15,000 pound capacity, narrow aisle reach trucks and order pickers, electric pallet jacks, scissor lifts, and forklift clamp attachments. Daily, weekly, and monthly terms available. Call today at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438. And check us out online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
Follow York Sports on your Android. Search Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Joe Van Meter to the mound. 5 singles in the inning for the Ducks. They just keep on hitting. Runners at the corners, 1 away. It's 7-0 Long Island here, top of the 4th. Nolan Reimold, the batter, in the first pitch, bounces in, ball 1. Van Meter last appeared against Long Island yesterday. Struck out 1 in a scoreless inning. This time, his first appearance with runners on base. Reimold has doubled and homered. Van Meter kicks and fires, and it's down low, ball 2. Reimold a hit and 4 at-bats in the first game. Really starting to heat up at the plate. Has seen his average jump about 25, maybe even 30 points after this game since he came into the series. The 2-0 pitch on the way, and that's just off the inside edge, ball 3. Only 2 men in the lineup for Long Island have yet to get a hit, and it's only the 4th. The 3-0 to Reimold, and that's a called strike. Fastball over the inside edge. 88 on the gun from Van Meter. Burgess holds Krause at first. Sanko the runner at third. And the 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Challenged him with 88 up around the letters, and Reimold came up empty. And the count runs full, 3-2. Van Meter looks in for Allen to flash the signs. Now he's ready. And the payoff pitch on the way, inside, ball 4. So Reimold, after seeing the count go full after beginning ahead 3-0, eyes that fastball just off the inside edge, and the bases are loaded for the Ducks. So it's Sanko at third, Krause at second, now Reimold on at first, and Puckett at the plate. The third baseman with 2 hits already in this one. Infield back, outfield straight away. And the pitch from Van Meter, grounded foul just wide of the bag at third. Sanko, the runner at third, skipping back with his lead in foul territory, avoiding that one. Sharply hit. Puckett, the K-man in this one. Revs still looking for their first success in that category. Van Meter from the belt. Kicks and delivers 0-1, and that's right down the middle. A changeup there, 0-2. Bases loaded, 1 away. Revs would love a double play ball right here. Trailing 7-0. Van Meter has his sign. Kicks and deals, and it's popped up, shallow right field. Mitchell coming on, now it carries towards the line. He'll make the catch. Tagging at third is Sanko, and he will come in to score without a throw. And the Ducks extend their lead to 8. A sac fly and an RBI for Cody Puckett. And now Elmer Reyes will be the 9th man to bat in the inning. On the play, Kraus tags and goes second to third. Reyes bats from the right side. 0 for 2 in this one. And the pitch on the way, hit high in the air, a towering fly ball. Foul territory, third base side, pounds back, has a beat on it, and just in front of the bullpen, puts it away to retire the side. But 9 men come up in the inning. 4 come across to score on 5 hits, and 2 men are left stranded. We head to the home half of the 4th. It's 8-0 Ducks on 1350 WOYK.
Did you know that Shipley Energy can take care of all your energy needs? From heating oil and propane to providing your home with electricity and natural gas. We also provide heating and air conditioning service and installation. All of your energy needs are under one roof at Shipley Energy. To learn more, visit shipleyenergy.com. Call 855-4SHIPLEY and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy. Energy for life.
The puck drops here.
He shoots and scores!
Sports Radio 1350, your home for Hershey Bears hockey.
Christian Thomas, a highlight reel move!
And the Washington Capitals.
Rebound score!
Defending the Den and rocking the red all season. Catch the Bears and the Caps on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Dream big for less with a first mortgage or home equity loan from First Capital Federal Credit Union. Our competitive rates and terms make it so easy to purchase a new home or refinance your existing home. Either way, we've got you covered. Plus, our home equity loans with rates as low as 3.99% APR for 120 months give you the spending power you need for remodeling, education, you name it. For more information, visit us online at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
There's only one place for local high school sports. Sports Radio 1350.
Well, to give you a sense of how this game's gone, the Ducks sent 9 men to the plate last inning. The Revs have sent 9 men to the plate this game. Tyler Levine perfect through 3. 9 up and 9 down with 3 strikeouts in his first professional start. Jared Mitchell batting in the leadoff spot in this one, looking to change that. Blasted his first home run of the year in the first of this twin bill. And the first pitch on the way. In there for a strike, 0-1, a breaking ball laid over by Levine. Mitchell an open stance from the left side. Third baseman in on the grass, and the pitch swung and missed. A fastball at 78. Up around the shoulders, and Mitchell a bit overeager there, comes up empty. Jared rests the bat on his back shoulder. Now the pitch on the way bounces in, and he lays off. It's 1-2. So Levine working into his 4th inning here. And in his professional career has averaged 1.45 innings per outing. Again, making his first start. But he has looked sharp. The pitch on the way, down low. Mitchell lays off a breaking ball. And the count even 2-2. His only other appearance this season, 2 scoreless relief innings against New Britain. And the pitch on the way, outside. We mentioned you have to go back to his junior year of college at SUNY Old Westbury to find the last time he started, that coming against NYU Poly. Full count to Mitchell. Nobody down here. And the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Breaking ball drops straight through the zone, and Mitchell comes up empty. Fourth strikeout of the evening for Tyler Levine. Levine pitched in 2014 in the United Baseball League, then didn't pitch in 2015 before returning to the Frontier League a year ago. Constanza calls time before he gets set to hit. Now Jose ready. Puckett in on the grass and the pitch on the way. Drops over the outside edge for strike one. Well, the Revs struggled against Perez last night, not throwing very hard, and I think Levine might be even taking something off of what Perez was throwing. But when you throw strikes, it doesn't really matter. Pitch to Constanza, and that's down low. 1-1 the count. Levine was not even signed before spring training. Showed up to a tryout, and the pitch on the way upstairs. And he must have really impressed because he was awarded a spot on Kevin Baez's roster. And now here gets the nod. 2-1 the count. The pitch to Constanza, back up the middle, off the knee of Levine. A diving stop by Reyes, the throw and a hop to first and in and out of the glove of the first baseman Kraus. And the Revs break up the no-no. Had he picked it, I think they would have had Constanza, but credit him for hustling down the line to beat it out. So we'll see if the infield single can spark something with Guzman coming up to bat. Joel struck out swinging his first time up. Constanza down at first base trying to get stretched out. He's reaching for his left side right around where the numbers are on the front of his jersey. Mark Mason started to come out of the dugout, but Constanza waved him away. So we'll keep an eye on Jose down there at first. Guzman waves the bat. And a pitch from Levine. Hit high in the air, center field and straight away. In a few steps comes Cleary. He's camped under it. And he puts it away for out number 2. So Guzman retired quickly, and now here comes Michael Burgess.
Michael Burgess.
Burgess, a fly out to center field, his first time up. Levine sets, kicks and deals, and the breaking ball is down and in. Well, when I went to deliver Tuesday's box score to Kevin Baez, I asked him if he knew who he had starting in Game 2 tonight. Pitch on the way, popped him up, back of second. Going out is the shortstop Alfonso. He was shifted over, a long run, and it falls in. Charging around second is Constanza. He'll make his way to third. The center fielder Cleary was back, the infield was shifted, and Burgess finds the hole for a base hit. So now runners at the corners for the Revs with 2 away. So I asked Baez, I know you have O'Grady going in the morning. Do you know who you have in the evening? And he said, I don't have a clue. And I thought he was kidding. I really did. I said, okay, you'll decide based on what happens in game one. He goes, yeah, do you have any ideas? And I still thought he was kidding, but now that I see the resume on Levine, and no knocking how he's pitching here, and the delivery on the way to Allen, down and away, but he catches the outside edge, strike one. I can understand his hesitation in throwing him out there, but he has risen to the challenge. Eight runs on 11 hits for Long Island. No runs on 2 hits for York, both coming in this inning. The 0-1 to Allen. Ground ball right side over as Reyes. He dives it through for a base hit. Coming in to score is Constanza. And York is on the board here in the 4th. Reyes comes up gimpy out there at second base. Burgess stopped at second on the RBI single. But it feels like a weight has been lifted for the Revs. So here's Angel Franco. Again, playing in his first game since the home opener on Friday. And the pitch to Franco. Ground ball right side over as Reyes. He'll have a play. Sets and fires to Krause to retire to the side. But the Revs with 3 hits in the inning, and they scratch a run across for the first time today. Breaking up the no-hitter on the process, they trail by 7. Heading to the 5th on 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car, brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Joe Van Meter back to work. He finished off last inning. He walked the first man he faced in Reimold to load the bases, but then got a sac fly and a pop out to third to get out of the jam. A rough outing today for Steve Janis. He goes 3 1/3, 11 hits, 8 runs all earned on 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. The Rebs do get on the board though. 3 hits in the home half of the 4th. Jose Constanza coming in for the first run of the game. And now Van Meter looking to hold it right there, as Alfonso will lead things off here in the top of the 5th. He led off last inning with a liner off the foot of Steve Janis. And the first pitch to Alfonso right there, strike 1. Van Meter was the first man out of the bullpen yesterday as well. Worked a 1-2-3 fifth inning in relief of Frank Gailey. A strikeout, a ground out, and a flyout in that order. The 0-1 pitch to Alfonso. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And Joe Van Meter ahead 0-2. Van Meter, one of 3 pitchers on the staff, still to not allow an earned run yet this year. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Fastball swung and a miss, strike 3. Up in the zone, and Alfonso cuts through it for out number 1. Some high heat from Joe Van Meter, who gets his first strikeout of the evening. And here comes Dominic Blanco. Chase Hutchinson, Luke Westfall, the other 2, who have yet to allow an earned run. And both Westfall and Van Meter yet to allow a run at all. First pitch to Blanco, down low, ball 1. Blanco singled to left center his last time up, just served it the other way. He bats from the left side. Slightly open stance. And a pitch on the way, down and away. 2-0 the count. Luis Allen working with Joe Van Meter. Allen, for the first time this season, starting on back-to-back days. He got the morning off with Tejeda behind the plate. And now the pitch from Van Meter, hit high in the air, straight away left field. Back a few steps goes Constanza, and just in front of the warning track, puts it away for out number 2. So that will turn the lineup over for Fellant Lentini, who's in danger of not reaching base in the first game this series. Boy, would that be tragic. 2 strikeouts in the ball game, as well as a fly out to center. The pitch on the way, breaking ball, and that drops in there nicely. A big hook from Van Meter. It's 0-1. Lentini scored 4 runs the other night. Pitch on the way, another breaking ball, and another called strike. He had 2 hits and 2 runs in the opener, 4 runs in the game last night, and another hit this morning. The 0-2 pitch from Van Meter popped him up, center of the diamond. Ryan Dent near the bag at second calling for it, and he puts it away just to the shortstop side of the base. The second baseman, Franco, throwing his glove up just for show as well, saying, okay, I was close enough, could have had it. And the Revs get the Ducks 3 up, 3 down for just the 5th time in the series. We head to the home half of the 5th, halfway home at Peoples Bank Park. It's 8-1 Long Island on 1350 WOYK.
Rise and shine. Here at Mr. Car Wash, we inspire people to shine every day. Our customers, communities, and employees play an important role in achieving these moments of inspiration. Take your car to one of our locations in York, Ephrata, Lancaster, and Reading, including 3 lube centers. Want to have your car shine daily? Join our Unlimited Wash Club, starting at just $23.95 a month with no long-term contract. Mr. Car Wash. Communities sparkle when everyone shines.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
This Friday is First Friday in downtown York. Come out and spend the night downtown from 5 to 9 p.m. Celebrate our restaurants, cultural venues, and nightlife hotspots. The theme of May's First Friday is Cinco de Mayo. Come experience downtown York's eclectic dining, craft brews and cocktails, historic farmers markets, handmade shopping, public art, and Atlantic League Baseball. Get to know York again, or for the first time, by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Eight to 1, Ducks in front, pounds Dent Witherspoon, bottom third of the order here, facing Levine. The Revs finally got through to him last inning, 3 hits in a run, and the first pitch to Pounds under the hands, ball 1. Pounds struck out looking in the third in his first at bat. Righty against righty, Pounds with the open stance. The pitch on the way, and that's a breaking ball that bounds outside. 2-0 the count to the Revs' third baseman. Infield back, outfield a shade the opposite way. And the pitch to Pounds hit high in the air, deep left field. Going back is Sanko, looking up, and that ball is gone! A home run for Brian Pounds. Revs with runs in back-to-back innings. And for Brian Pounds, his first dinger of the year, and a shout out from Cannonball Charlie in right field. And maybe that infield single from Jose Constanza got something brewing. That ball just disappeared over the far right corner of the arch nemesis. Sanko waiting for it to come down, and it never did. Pitch to Dent in there, outside corner for a strike, 0-1. The pitch to Dent, ground ball, third base side, cutting in front is Puckett, and the throw to first for out number 1. Boy, when Brian Pounds gets into one, it flies out. He puts on a show in batting practice. Him and Thomas, I think, are the guys who hit it the furthest in BP. This one, though, counts. And the deficit cut to 6. Witherspoon up now. The pitch on the way. Change up in there for a strike, 0-1. Pitch to Witherspoon. He watches that one down and away. A ball and a strike to count. Travis, a bounce back to the mound his first time up. Has sat out back-to-back ball games. But prior to that, seemed to be coming on. Pitch on the way, grounded sharply, but right at the shortstop Alfonso, who's up with it on a couple hops and on to first for out number 2. Witherspoon with a couple hits in the finale against Somerset. 2 hits the day before that as well. And then 3 walks in the opener of this series. Back to the top, it's Jared Mitchell. And the pitch on the way, He started to go, stops, and takes a strike at the knees. 0-1. Mitchell 0 for 2 in this one. He went yard in game number 1. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, bends below the knees. 1-1. Mitchell waves the bat, twirling it to his shoulder, then he leaves it to rest, and now the pitch on the way. Line on a hop to first, Kraus up with it, spins and throws a strike to the pitcher Levine, coming over to cover, and that will retire the side. For the first home run of the year by Brian Pounds, deep to left center field, and the Revs have put up a run in back-to-back innings, cutting into the lead. They trail by 6, heading to the 6th on 1350 WOYK.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Carl Walzer of the Washington Capitals.
Ovechkin on the left side, a shot, he scores! Ovechkin! Game winner!
Here on York's home for Caps hockey.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, New York! 3-2 the final!
Catch the Caps all season right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
On air, online, and on your smartphone. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
New pitcher on for the Revs. The pitching change brought to you by Make Bold Donuts. And it's the lefty Luke Westfall making a team-leading 6th appearance on the season. Does not have a record and a perfect ERA for Luke, who's worked 5 2/3 innings and given up just 1 hit. Has struck out 6 and walked 3. And opponents hitting just .059 against him. So he's been perhaps the most pleasant surprise in the bullpen for the Revs to begin the season. He'll work to 2, 3, and 4 in the Ducks order. Cleary, Sanko, and Kraus. Here in the top of the 6th. 8-2 Long Island on top. And the first pitch on the way. Fastball, outside edge, strike 1. But the last few runs on the board put up by York. 3 hits in the 4th, scoring Constanza, and then a solo shot off the bat of Brian Pounds last half inning. The pitch to Cleary, swing and a miss. A breaking ball there, and Delta out in front. He's been on base all 3 times in this one. Couple of singles and a walk, also driven in a run. Westfall winds. Here's the 0-1, fastball spiked to the plate. That one looked like it got caught in his hand. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2, check that. Cleary in his 10th professional season, his 3rd with Long Island. We talked about how he's already up to 10 stolen bases this season. The 1-2 pitch on the way, just missed down and in. Well, he's had 30 steals or more in his last 2 seasons. He could do that in the first month and a half of this year at the rate he's on. Switch hitter batting right against the lefty Westfall, who winds and fires the 2-2 down and away, ball 3. Prior to his time with the Ducks, he spent 7 seasons in the Colorado Rockies organization, reaching High A Colorado Springs in 2015. And the payoff pitch from Westfall hit high in the air, right center field, overcomes Witherspoon. He has a beat on it, and he reaches out to glove it for out number 1.
Well, they finally bottled up Lentini a little bit, and first time they get Cleary tonight. Those two really make that engine go for Long Island.
And it's exactly how you want it to go, or has been for the most part in the series. The top of the lineup gets on, the middle of the lineup drives them in. Here's Sonko. Lefty against lefty, the pitch on the way, fastball right there for a called strike. Sonko, another 2-hit ball game and a couple RBIs. The 0-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Slider there from Westfall, and Sonko out in front. Six RBIs in the series for Sonko. So it's not just Mark Krause doing the damage in the middle of the order. The 0-2 pitch down and away, and that'll go to the backstop. A waste pitch there from Westfall, and it's 1-2. Westfall with the new baseball. Allen gets back in his crouch to deliver signs. And now Luke comes set. He winds, and the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Allen knocks it down. He'll step out towards home plate and deliver a strike to first to complete the punch out. Second out of the inning, first strikeout for Luke Westfall. So now it's Krause with 2 down and the base is empty. Westfall into his wind and delivers, and that's inside. And it got the home plate umpire, Ian Kelly, who leaps back in pain. It might have caught a piece of the catcher, Luis Allen, on its way there as Chong comes out to check on him. Luis Allen also out, very concerned for the man behind him. It looked like it got the right arm of Ian Kelly behind the plate as it rode up and in on Mark Krause.
Well, I don't know if maybe it hit the funny bone, and that reaction obviously would not be pleasant. But they reacted. I mean, Tim McCaffrey is the crew chief at first base. He came running in. Ian Kelly went running away from the plate right away. Worst case, you wonder if it hit the arm and if it broke, and he knew that right away. I hope that's not the case. I hope it just stung him a bit and he'll be able to continue, but he ran out of there in pain right away.
Well, it looks like he's able to bend it. And he looks to be okay. I think it might have been the shock of it more than anything as the crowd gives him a hand. Pitch ran inside. Krause jumped back. Allen reached to his backhand and just didn't get enough glove on it. And Kelly is one of those umpires who sets up to whichever side the batter's on. So right now he's peeking over the right-hand shoulder of Allen. So he's not directly behind him, and it leaves that right arm exposed. The pitch on the way, and that's in there for a strike. A breaking ball evens the count at 1-1. Final line for Joe Van Meter, an inning and 2/3. No runs on no hits, walked one, and struck out one. And the 1-1 pitch on the way to Kraus, down and away. Westfall also worked in the game 2 nights ago. A clean inning, striking out one. The 2-1 pitch on the way, and that's at the knees on the outside corner. A good spot there for Westfall. And it's even 2-2. 8-2 Long Island in front as they are looking for a 4-game sweep. Westfall winds. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball. Got him looking. Inside corner. It came back to catch the black. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the frame as Westfall gets the Ducks 3 up, 3 down. We head to the home half of the 6th. 8-2 Long Island in front. You're listening to 1350 WOYK.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey Revs fans, get points for great rewards just by supporting your team through the new Revolution Rewards program. Use the new York Revolution app to receive and earn points for ballpark food, store discounts, stadium tours, and more. Available through the Apple and Google Play stores, the York Revolution app also features team news and exclusive content, contests and promotions for Revolution prizes, online ticket purchases, live game streaming, and more. Download the York Revolution app today. Free stuff by supporting your team? That's Revs time.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
The radio home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Tyler Levine back out there. He was perfect through 3 1/3. And then this man, Jose Constanza, reached on an infield single, and since then the Revs have scored twice. They trail by 6 here. Constanza back up there looking to continue to chip into this lead as the Revs try to salvage the final game of this 4-game set. First pitch to Jose, up and away, ball 1. Long Island came into the series with a 4-6 record. They split the opening 4-game set at Southern Maryland. Pitch on the way, and that's just off the outside edge, maybe a hair low as well. 2-0. Then they lost 2 of 3 against Somerset on the road. And then back at home, they lost 2 of 3 to New Britain. And in that series, just scored 7 runs combined. The pitch on the way to Constanza, that's in there for a strike, 2-1. And here in this series, they have scored at least 7 in all 4 games. 2-1 the count. The pitch to Constanza. Ground ball right at the shortstop, Alfonso. He's up with it on a couple hops and across the diamond for out number 1.
We were thinking that Levine might give them a couple of innings tonight or something. He's been an absolute savior for his team. The bullpen has not moved a muscle, although, well, now somebody's doing arm stretches, but 62 pitches with 1 out in the 6th.
The batter now, Joel Guzman. And the first pitch on the way, breaking ball, catches the outside edge for strike 1. Well, Curtis Parch did a tremendous job for York in game 1. The bullpen guy getting the start. He struck out 7, allowing 3 earned in 5 innings. But Tyler Levine has topped him here. Pitch on the way, and Popped up foul and out of play off the bat of Guzman. And he's in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. It was an interesting season for the Ducks a year ago. They went 40-30 in the first half of play, but then just 32-38 in the second half. 0-2 the count to Guzman. Levine sets, kicks, and fires 0-2, and Guzman pops it up foul, and that will drift out of play first base side. But then after a less than desirable second half, the Ducks made it to the league championship series where they fell to Sugar Land. So perhaps the first couple weeks of this season, a microcosm of the two different teams they can be, much like they were a season ago. The pitch on the way, and Guzman takes a called third strike, outside corner, and he is upset with the call from Ian Kelly behind home plate. Immediately turns around and has some words for Kelly, who now asks for more baseballs, trying to distract himself from having a conversation with Joel over strike 3. Fifth strikeout of the ball game for Levine. And 2 quick outs to begin the 6th. Here's Burgess. Infield with the shift on and the pitch on the way. Upstairs, ball 1. He hit it over the shift to straightaway center field, but it was a tough play for the shortstop, Alfonso, as he had to turn the opposite way as he usually would to go that direction. Pitch on the way outside, 2-0 the count, because he's playing all the way to the right of second base, with the second baseman Reyes playing right in between him and the first baseman Kraus, who's backed up. Cody Puckett alone on the left side, and the pitch on the way misses down low, ball 3. Now, most teams in this league do put a shift on Burgess, but I think this is the most exaggerated that we've seen to this point in the season. The outfield shifted well over as well.
I think they were the team that did it to the most extreme last year, too, if memory serves.
Cleary almost in the right center gap. The pitch on the way, and that's a called strike outside corner. It's 3-1. Sonko in the gap in left center field. If he dumps it down the left field line, he could have a shot at 3. Hitters count 3-1. The pitch on the way, and there's a strike. Fastball over the inner edge. It's 3-2. Levine once again had thrown 13 pitches coming into play. He's thrown 71 in this one. The payoff pitch, check swing. It's upstairs, appeal, no swing. And Burgess draws the walk as the Ducks infield was starting to run off the field. They thought he went around. The third base umpire, I should say, William Reuter, said otherwise. And Burgess on with a 2-out walk. So now it's Luis Allen. 1 for 2 with an RBI single, as he shot it through the right side his last time up. And the pitch on the way. He tried to go that way again, but fouls it off toward the Revs bullpen.
Guy brought his glove tonight and saved a couple of people behind him, reaching across to make the grab. Revs bullpen celebrating with him on that catch.
Owen won the count on Allen. And the pitch from Levine, breaking ball, grounded weakly up the middle. The shortstop right there. And Alfonso flips the short way to Reyes, covering the bag at second. And that will retire the side. A 2-out walk does not come to pass. And through 6, it's 8-2 Long Island. Darrell Henry will have the play-by-play when we come back. You're listening to Revs Baseball on 1350 WOYK.
Ready to upgrade your home? Hakes Home Furnishings is the place to go. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, Hakes is your home for quality furniture and the best customer service. From bedding to dining, Hicks carries over 30 different brands to accommodate every furnishing need, all great quality and at a guaranteed price. Visit us at 2200 Carlisle Road in York, online at HakeHomeFurnishing.com, or call us at 717-767-9068 and let one of our outstanding representatives upgrade your home today.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Dustin Hawkinsmith with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the seventh inning, Brad Allen will come on for the Revs. He's been the closer early on, or at least the last couple of opportunities, but right now, a little bit different. The Revs behind 8-2, and they have to use the available pitching remaining. Off day tomorrow, and just want to get through this doubleheader in one piece and get back at it on Friday, going to Somerset and then Long Island. A pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. For Allen, it'll be his first appearance since Sunday when he closed out the 2-1 win, completing the sweep. Nolan Reimold leading off. First pitch is right there for a strike. Somerset goes on then, up to New Britain and sweeps the Bees. So you try to figure it out. 0-1, and that misses down and in. Allen in 4 games, 4 innings, 1 run. 3 hits allowed, 3 walks, 4 Ks. Delivers, and a swing and a miss. Fastball up.
And a really good job there. He got that in on the hands of Reimold, who's already doubled and homered, and he tried to get a pitch to drive and had his hands extended and came up empty.
Walked last time, so on base all 3. 1-2. And it's right there. Strike 3 called. Fastball at the knees. Brad Allen with the K. And 1 down here in the 7th. Where are you now, Joe? 3rd straight strikeout for Revs pitchers. And the team's retired 9 straight. Here's Cody Puckett. He's 2 for 2. Couple of RBIs, including a sac fly. First pitch is just inside. Well, Allen goes from closing to, I mean, really it is mop-up duty tonight. Slider for a strike. Unless a big comeback, that's what it is for everybody the rest of the way. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a foul back. But he had told you, Matt, that one of the reasons that he felt comfortable in the closer's role is he's been in pretty much every role throughout his career. So a little shifting back and forth won't bother him. There's the wind and the 1-2 fastball just inside. He thought he had him.
Well, that's a couple really good pitches on the inside edge. He tried to go front door breaking ball, and it didn't quite come back to catch the corner, and then he ran the fastball inside again, just missing. But a good setup pitch. Let's see if he goes down and away.
And he will, and Puckett just got a piece. Foul tip deflected back. Did I really say that earlier? Oh, okay. Matt likes to keep a little book of quotes. It's the pitch, and a swing and a foul back onto the roof. Reminds me later of the sometimes brilliant, usually stupid things that I'll utter during the course of a game.
Oh, it's not just you.
Well, that's a relief. Another 2-2, and a swing and a foul tip at the plate.
Here, I'll find one that's safe for the air. There was one that's from a Mace interview where he said, any positive is a good thing. This is true. Speaking of our earlier conversation about redundancy.
Yeah. Allen with the pitch. And a ground ball left side off the glove of Pounds. Diving, he deflected it to Dent, who picks up and throws, but late. Puckett will leg that out. Pounds laid out and redirected it to Dent. But Puckett is on with the infield hit, his second of the night. Maybe the most frustrating play of this game was back in the third when he hit a little tapper that nobody could get to, and that infield hit drove in a run. Made it 4-0 at the time, but just drove home that feeling that whatever the Ducks do, it's going to turn into gold. That ends the streak of 9 straight. Here's Elmer Reyes, who's 0 for 3. And he swings and lines one to center. Witherspoon coming in, slid, and trapped it. And fires it in safely at second is Puckett. Reyes with a base hit on a line drive that Witherspoon went out for. Sliding, diving, kind of in between, but Bill Reuter out there said he trapped it on the grass.
Well, it's a good thing he was able to keep that ball in front of him because a line drive to straightaway center. No one was backing him up on that play. And it was hit hard, so it got out there in a hurry, and had that gotten by him, it could have been a bid for an inside the Parker.
Here's Giovanni Alfonso, and Allen starts him with a strike knee high. Alfonso 1 for 3, an infield hit and a run. The Revs will have to turn around their fortunes against the Ducks. We'll see them again on Monday on the road. Here's a bouncer foul, third base side. And then again, after Monday through Wednesday up there, again the following Tuesday through Thursday at Bethpage Ballpark. And then it's CU Chief until the second half. Pitch is down low, blocked on the slider by Allen.
Yeah, these teams meet 20 times this year, Darryl, and 10 of them are in the month of May.
Might have been 2 years ago that it was a very similar sequence. And when that's the case, you hope you don't catch a team that's red hot. Here's a swing and a foul back. That's one of the things that can be tough, and there's nothing you can do about it. If you catch a team that, let's say they just had a couple of their top players picked up, maybe somebody gets hurt, you can really improve your standing if you're playing them 3 series in a month. Pitch is fouled back to the screen. Or 2 series out of 3, something of that nature. Vice versa. You catch a team playing their best ball, sometimes the packed schedule, rather than having it a little more spread out, can be difficult to navigate. It's another 1-2. And a bouncer foul over toward the third base dugout. 8-2 Long Island here in the 7th inning. Reyes last year played for the Nicaraguan national team. They did not qualify for the WBC, but back in the U.S. for the first time since 2015 when he played for Long Island. He made it to AAA with the Braves. That's who he came up with. 1-2 again, and another foul. And caught in the first row. Another fan that brought a glove down in section 4. Down past the Revs dugout, calmly stood up and speared it. Oh, I'm talking about Reyes and Alfonso's hitting. Oh, man. Pitch here is swung on, hit in the air in center. Witherspoon over into right center field. And the runner at second forgot the outs. Puckett has to hustle back, and he dives in before the throw. His manager, Kevin Baez, waiting for him at third. Like, what are you doing? And Witherspoon in deep right center makes the grab, 2 down. Does it go in your book, Matt, that I'm talking about the wrong hitter?
No.
No? Just a book of quotes. That was more situational gaffe than one quote.
Well, fortunate for the Ducks that ball hung up there so long. Because if it was more of a line drive, it would have been a double play for the Revs.
Here's Dominic Blanco now, and he looks at a strike. Blanco 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 4th. Puckett on at second. Reyes, who I went on and on and on about, was and still is at first base. Alfonso made the out. Pitch to Blanco is popped up foul. This will find the stands on the third base side. 0-2. With 2 hits this inning, the Ducks now with 13 in this game. Their low for the series was 10 last night. 13 tonight, 14 in the other 2. Now Allen ready, another 0-2. And a foul tip off Allen's face mask and all the way to the backstop. Friday and Saturday from Somerset will be on at 6:45, 7:05 start. Sunday is 1:05 in Jersey, and we'll be on at 12:45. Allen again. Comes home, and a swing and a miss. He wins that battle. Strikeout on the fastball, and it's a scoreless 7th inning. Couple of singles given up, but that's it. 7th inning stretch here at Peoples Bank Park. Long Island leading it 8-2.
This Friday is First Friday in downtown York. Come out and spend the night downtown from 5 to 9 p.m. Celebrate our restaurants, cultural venues, and nightlife hotspots. The theme of May's First Friday is Cinco de Mayo. Come experience downtown York's eclectic dining, craft brews and cocktails, historic farmers markets, handmade shopping, public art, and Atlantic League Baseball. Get to know York again or for the first time by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers quality material handling equipment and services. Along with a full line of Unicarriers and Komatsu forklifts, you'll find Genie aerial lifts, IPC Eagle floor scrubbers, and Penalift loading dock equipment. Mid-Atlantic can provide rentals, pre-owned equipment, service, and replacement parts for most makes. When you need the best for your business, call Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438 or online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
One of downtown York's newest gems, Revival Social Club, is the place to be to spice up your cuisine. From carefully constructed cocktails to hand-picked produce and everything in between, Revival offers an imaginative, globally inspired menu, great for happy hour, a nice dinner with the family, or reserve our space for a private party or corporate lunch. Stop by and experience our creative dining. That's Revival Social Club, 19 North George Street in York, or check us out online at revivalsocialclubyork.com.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the 7th, Tyler Levine still in. Long Island leads 8-2. Revs Baseball brought to you in part by Wolf's Bus Lines, The Pretzel Twist, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, Turkey Hill Minute Marts, Etline Foods, and D's Nuts. The Angel Franco leading things off here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 groundouts to second tonight in his first game back in. Pounds and Dent to follow. One other night game tonight on our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Lancaster hosting Bridgeport. First pitch to Franco is down low. And those two teams tied at 1 in the 8th inning at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Earlier today, Sugar Land a 12-11 win at Southern Maryland. 1-0, and that's outside. Both teams scored 6 in the 5th inning. The starters did not make it through the 5th inning. At the end of 5, it was 10-9 Sugar Land. They would go on to win 12-11. The 2-0, and that's a little low. Somerset a 5-1 win at New Britain, so they follow their sweep here in York, getting swept by sweeping the Bees on the road. Pitch is over for a strike, 3-1. Well, the Revs faced them coming in hot last weekend. They'll do it again on the road this coming weekend. This is a called strike, 3-2 on Franco. Levine had thrown 13 pitches all year. He's about to throw his 80th tonight. And a rip at second on one hop. Reyes to a knee. He picks it, fires to first. Franco has grounded to his second base counterpart all 3 times tonight. Hit it sharply there, but there's one away. Perez was the first opposing starter to go 7 against York this year on, last night.
Feels like so long ago.
Here's Brian Pounds, who went yard last time, 1 for 2. First pitch breaking ball, hooks low. Made a winner out of Emily Carl on our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest. Emily can stop by the Apple Chevrolet ticket office whenever you'd like. Here's the 1-0 and a pop-up in the infield. First baseman Kraus is lumbering under it, and he'll make the grab, 2 down onto the edge of the infield grass.
And there's action in both bullpens right now. Matt Larkins, the right-hander, throwing for the Ducks. Chase Hutchinson, the lefty, tossing for York.
Larkins is one of their starters, so they can use him for an inning in between starts.
Maybe not anymore with the way Levine's pitching.
Yeah. Here's Dent, who swings and misses on a changeup. But they could really save their bullpen tonight. Diaz apparently wasn't available last night. He was sick. Pitch to Dent is hit in the air, center field. Cleary will back up a few steps and makes the grab. It's a 1-2-3-7. Tyler Levine has had a career night here at Peoples Bank Park. 7 innings complete. We go to the 8th. Long Island in front, 8-2.
If you are facing retirement decisions, Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group can develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, we will guide you on Social Security benefits, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, pension choices, and distribution options. We can explain employer benefit plans and retirement systems such as PESERS and TIA-CREF. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This week is National Small Business Week, April 30th through May 6th. Take a walk in downtown York and you'll quickly discover the many small businesses that make our city so unique. Did you know that for every $100 you spend at a local business, 68 stay in your community? Small businesses provide jobs for 2 out of every 3 Americans, creating a job market of over 56 million people. Again, that's Small Business Week, April 30th through May 6th. Get to know York again or for the first time by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
This is Dustin Hawkinsworth with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
The Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the 8th, Chase Hutchinson takes over. The Revs, who used 5 relievers in the first game, appear to be headed that way again here in the nightcap. He is their 4th. 8th inning, it's 8-2 Long Island. We had Hutchinson in last night's game, a scoreless 8th. That was his 4th outing of the season. 1 win, no losses, just 1 unearned run on 1 hit in 3 innings of work. Lentini leading off. First pitch fastball is a strike on the outside corner. Lentini, a fly out, 2 Ks and a pop-up. Hutchinson steps off. I think Allen wanted to give him signs again, maybe rethought it. The 0-1, and a ground ball slapped to second. Franco to his left, cuts it off, and on the run, he lobs it over to first in stride. Nicely done, and the Revs have held Lentini hitless in 5 at-bats tonight. It's got to be a record.
Feels good. When he's not on base, well, less bad things happen. I mean, he's really been a pesky force for Long Island this series. I think most exemplified by the time he singled and baited the Revs into chasing him in a rundown, allowing a run to come home.
That was in game 1 today. Here's Delta Cleary Jr. who takes low.
Talk about yesterday being forever ago. I wasn't even sure that was today. It feels so long ago.
No, I had to stop and make sure myself.
Game's starting to run together.
Hutchinson with the 1-0 and a liner yanked foul into the seats and left. Whew. Cleary 2 for 3, RBI bloop hit, of course, and an infield hit. Walk, a steal, 2 runs scored. And out of the stretch, Hutchinson ready. 1-1, that's inside, a fastball. He's got to be so tough to pick up. Bringing it about 90, sometimes above from a little lower angle. Revs have some guys with some nasty stuff. 2-1, and a swing and a miss. He took a little off. Looked like Allen was giving him a little pointer on, I don't know if it was the release or the stride, but he was giving him something there, some kind of instruction before that pitch. Now Hutchinson ready. 2-2, and a broken bat flare shot on the ground at second. Franco scoops it up, throw on to first for out number 2. That one on 2 hops to Franco at second. Revs Baseball brought to you by Image 360. Yingling's Ice Cream, Highmark, Isaacs, Sheets, and Ace Distributing. 8-2, Long Island the lead here in the 8th. Here's Angelo Sonko. Franco handling the first 2 outs of the inning. Sonko 2 for 4 tonight, 2 RBI singles, 2 runs scored. Hutchinson delivers, and it misses down and in. Hutchinson coming in 3 innings and 4 walks. That's been his bugaboo, but only 1 hit, as we mentioned. 1-0, and a ground ball jammed him, second base. Here's Franco, throw, got him, ties a record. 1-2-3 with all the ground outs handled by Angel Franco at second base. 3 up, 3 down. Good stuff from Hutchinson in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, still 8-2, Long Island.
Kids today, with Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers, give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, world-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood Sure Save markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party platters with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your home for Revolution Baseball. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the 8th, 8-2, Long Island. Right-hander Matt Larkins is the new pitcher for the Ducks. We saw him acquired late last season for their playoff run as a starter, and he has made 2 starts this season. He'll work in the game tonight on his side day to help out a beleaguered bullpen. But Tyler Levine gave them the greatest help of all with 7 innings tonight. Larkins, 9 innings, 1 unearned run in his 2 starts, but has yet to register a decision. So he's 0-0 with an 0-0-0. Or 0. Easier to say 0-0-0. It's Travis Witherspoon to lead things off. Levine, 7 innings, 2 runs on 4 hits. He struck out 5, only walked 1. 84 pitches, 55 for strikes. Thrown a grand total of 13 for the season entering the night. First pitch to Witherspoon is over for a strike. Larkin's a big boy, 6'1", listed at 220. The Husky right-hander steps back, fires home, and a swing and a miss, a slider, actually a foul tip squeeze. No balls, 2 strikes. Witherspoon, 2 groundouts tonight, at least in the book. It's the 0-2, and that misses high and wide. Some on the Revs side did not think that his first one was a ground out. had a little discussion. The wind and the 1-2. And a drive foul down the line and right. Hit hard, but slices straight into the corner. Larkins traded to Long Island by the Lincoln Salt Dogs last September, where Luis Allen caught him. He's not due to face him this inning. The righty deals. That's outside, 2-2. Prior to that, spent 3 years with Amarillo in the American Association. Some hot summers down there. 2-2. Oh, a rip off the mound and up the middle, base hit. Larkins reaching down. When it first left the bat, thought it was right at him, but it was down near the dirt, under his glove and into center. And Witherspoon has a leadoff base hit.
Well, he's now reached base in his last 4 ball games. Again, got the night off last night and again this morning with Brandon Thomas starting in center field. But Witherspoon's starting to heat up, and if he gets on base a lot more, that lets his speed become a factor for the Revs.
Here's Jared Mitchell, who's grounded out twice and struck out. 5th hit for York. Pitch to Mitchell is a strike. 2-seamer on the outer edge. Remember Larkins last September at Long Island had a game where the Revs just could not figure him out. Went deep into the game. Might have been his first start with Long Island. It's the 0-1. And a line drive, base hit to right. Mitchell pulls a single. Witherspoon up to second, and the Revs with their first 2 men on. Constanza up next. It's 9 o'clock. We'll pause for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
It's a 2 on, nobody out. Singles from Witherspoon and Mitchell. Here beginning the bottom of the 8th. 8-2. Revs trail. Here's Constanza. First pitch is a fastball strike over the outer edge. They just needed to get Levine out of the game. There's the 0-1. And a ground ball hit sharply at short. Sprawling stop. Alfonso, the throw to second is in time, but on to first is late. Alfonso sprawling to the backhand, made the pick. A flashy play. And they get Mitchell at second for the first out. Constanza beating the turn to first base at the corners with 1 away.
Well, Alfonso, a nice recovery there. I don't think he saw the ball right away, with Witherspoon running from second to third in front of him, and then once Witherspoon cleared his vision, he saw it, sprawled, stopped it, and began the turn at second base. A really nice play.
At first and third for Joel Guzman. It's 0 for 3 tonight. Didn't take kindly to the called third strike last time. First pitch is down and away. The Larkins faced the Revs in back-to-back starts last season. He went 7 innings, 4 runs in his Ducks debut, but if memory serves, took a shutout deep into the game. Then 7 innings, 1 run in York for his first Long Island win. Pitch is over at the knees, a fastball strike. It's still his only Long Island win. Went 1-0 for them in 2 starts last year. He's 0-0 in 2 starts this year. 0-2 in 2 playoff starts last season. 1-1. That tapper softly, it hit Guzman's bat on the bounce up, or maybe his foot in the batter's box. Either way, it's foul. 1-2. But Larkin's only Atlantic League win came in this ballpark last September. Now ready to go. A 1-2. Fastball up and away. Native of Moscow, Idaho. Maybe it's Moscow. I'm not quite sure, but it's spelled like the city in Russia. Now the 2-2. Breaking ball, chopped foul, down past Polo at third. Actually, originally he's from Australia, but now lives in Idaho.
And unlike Michael Click, actually from Australia.
If you're from Australia, how many times would it take to spin the globe and have it land on Moscow, Idaho? It's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball. And that's out number 2 here in the 8th. Revs trail 8-2. Michael Burgess coming up.
Michael Burgess.
1 for 2 with a blue pit and a walk. By the way, we'll join the Caps tonight in progress. Overshift on Burgess and a fastball inside corner for a strike. Should we tell people what's happening?
Don't call it a comeback.
Well, it's not because they're trailing.
In the series.
And in the game. Plenty of time left. This is the 0-1. And fastball outside. Penguins lead 3-2. 6 minutes to go in the second period in Game 4.
Without Crosby.
Without Crosby. We will head there when we're finished. Technologically, we'll head there. It's the 1-1. And a foul tip straight back to the padding. Might be the only reason for people to stay tuned in. Both teams will be off tomorrow. Stretch, and now the 1-2, and a swing and a drive the other way in left field, and it's off the boards and in play. Run scores, Constanza hustles into third, Burgess has 2 on it, slams it halfway up the arch nemesis in left. It's an 8-3 game, and he picks up the ribby, his 4th. Right under the Revolution reward sign on the arch nemesis. And Burgess, the RBI double the other way. It's got to feel good to him. Trying to get a little something going and heading into that road trip.
And a really nice job going the opposite way with that one. He looked like he was pressing a little bit perhaps at the beginning of the series, after starting off the year pretty well, but waited back nicely on that pitch, driving it off the wall and left, despite the fact that everyone on the Ducks was expecting him to pull.
Here's Luis Allen. And a breaking ball over for a strike. Yeah, I don't know that I've seen an overshift like that in the league against one hitter and from one team consistently like they do, but he completely destroyed that planning for them. It's the 0-1 to Allen, and he fouls it back to the screen. He might have hit Blanco slightly on the backswing there. Checks on his catching counterpart. Facing Larkins, who he caught with the Lincoln Salt Dogs last season. Last year in Lincoln, Lincoln Larkins was 7-7 with a 3.69 ERA. The year before with Amarillo, 8-5 with a 3.25, so one of the top starters in that league. It's the 0-2. And a breaking ball lined to left center field. That's a hit. Constanza scores. Here comes Burgess. It's an 8-5 game. And Luis Allen with a 2-run single into left center. He's driven in 3 on the night. And the Revs are back in it. 5 unanswered since the 4th inning. Facing his former pitcher, and he sat back on a breaking ball and lined it hard into the gap. Pitching coach Billy Hall coming out to make a visit, or Billy Horn, excuse me. I'm confused with a former stolen base king in the league way back in the day. Billy Horn, the first-year pitching coach, out to visit.
Well, if you're Kevin Baez, you can really only go with who's on your roster, but after the soft-throwing Tyler Levine exited, the velocity went up with Matt Larkins, and the Revs, who were out in front all day off balance against Levine, seemed to be right on Matt Larkins.
Well, the tying run is now on deck, and Angel Franco will try to keep this going. He's 0 for 3 tonight, 3 groundouts to second base. And last inning, he handled 3 groundouts to second base. Larkins' 24th pitch of the inning is a fastball, a strike called up in the zone. Revs had 2 runs on 4 hits coming into the inning. They have 3 runs on 4 hits here in the 8th inning. There's the 0-1. Fastball up and outside. Now Long Island will get some additional bullpen activity.
Tyler Wilson throwing for the Ducks.
There's the stretch from Larkins. Now the 1-1 breaking ball, and it drops low. We have confirmation on the pronunciation of his hometown in Idaho. It's Moscow, coming from Cindy Scullion, who's listening in the stands tonight. Thank you. Moscow, Idaho.
Never been.
Neither have I. It's the 2-1. Fastball, that's a called strike. Larkins evens it up. Eight to 5. At one point it was 8-0. Revs are within 3, having scored 3 here in the 8th. Larkins nods yes, comes set. And the 2-2. Swinging a bouncing ball to second again. Right there is Reyes. He'll throw to first, and that'll do it for the Revs in the 8th. Franco grounding out to his second base counterpart for the 4th time tonight. The Revs score 3 runs on 4 hits and 1 left. They've made it a ball game as we head to the 9th. Long Island 8, York 5.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking! That natural walking motion is great for almost everybody, but not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelera. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from Asics, New Balance, Rika, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the Sportswear Specialty Store without specialty prices. Flying Feet Sports Shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the ninth, it's 8-5, Rebs down 3. Broadcast brought to you in part by Stambaugh Plumbing and Heating, Hatfield, York Water Company, Brickers, Pizza Box and Hoagie Shop, York Volkswagen, and Penn State York. Glad you can join us tonight. A pleasant night here, a little bit cooler. The Rebs, who were down 8-0, are within 8-5. Hutchinson will work a second inning, and he starts Mark Krause with a strike, lefty on lefty. It's good to see the offense come alive a bit. They were downtrodden from third inning in game one through third inning tonight. Pitch is down and away. But a run in the fourth, a run in the fifth, now 3 in the eighth, which brings us to the ninth, and a 3-run difference. Hutchinson with the 1-1 fastball in for a strike. Krause is 1 for 3. RBI single in the fourth. Also a walk and a run. Hutchinson got 3 Long Island hitters to hit it on the ground to Franco at second last inning. And the 1-2. Swinging a bouncer foul, first base side. So he will go multiple innings for the first time this season. Tosses that ball away and wants a new one. Click's done it once. DePaula's done it once. For the most part, we're still in single inning mode with the relievers. 1-2. And that rode high and tight. Allen had to reach. And, oh man, Ian Kelly just praying that it would be caught.
I think he had a flashback right there.
Man. If you wonder where this, Kelly got hit on the arm, and Chong had it taped up for him between innings, but he ran out of there, and I couldn't help but wonder if he had broken his arm when it hit him the way he reacted. 2-2, and a called third strike. Slider outside corner, and Hutchinson has retired his first 4 of the night. That previous pitch, Matt, that'll make a left-hand hitter uncomfortable, and then he dots his slider right on the opposite flag.
Yeah, really good sequence there. Hard inside and then soft away.
There's Nolan Reimold. First pitch, swings and bounces it towards second. Franco's there again, he'll have to hurry. Sidearms it, got him. Hutchinson reached for it, but just a little too wide for him. But there was Franco, who has handled 4 of Chase's 5 outs. Reimold had started the game on a sour note for the Revs, had a 2-run homer early in the game that made it 3-0. Here's Cody Puckett. He's 3 for 3, 2 driven in, and he swings, launches it in the air in left center, but Witherspoon's got it read. Fairly deep, but he's right there. Puckett didn't get all of it, and Hutchinson has retired all of them. 6 up, 6 down in his 2 innings in relief. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Revs trying to complete an improbable comeback. They've made it a save situation. It'll be Pounds, Dent, and Witherspoon coming up, trailing 8-5.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
what? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your ship together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Can you sit up, little guy? There you go. What a big boy. Whoa! Every time he grabs my maple donut, it pulls him over to one side. But he keeps on grabbing at it. Whoop, there he goes again. Wait, let's see how this works. Here you go, little dude. Here's another maple donut. Can you grab it? Well, there you have it, folks. Charlie's right. A balanced baby needs a maple donut in each hand.
Maple donuts taste right.
The revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
Bottom of the 9th. And the Revs were down 8-0. They are within 8-5. Right-hander Tyler Wilson, the new pitcher for Long Island. He has struggled. 6 outings, 0-1 with an 8.31 ERA, 4 1/3 innings, 4 runs, 5 hits, and 6 walks. He has struck out 2. And he's pretty much the last guy in the tank for Long Island. The Revs with Pounds, Dent, and Witherspoon coming up. Trying to complete the improbable here tonight. Wilson was with their pitching coach Billy Horn in the Can-Am League with Ottawa the last couple of years. Former Red Sox farmhand, a 13th round pick in 08. Made it to Single A. He pitched in the game here on Monday night. But got hit around in that one, giving up 3 in 2/3 of an inning. Ryan Pounds up first. Pounds had an RBI single off him that night and takes a strike to begin the 9th inning here. 1 for 3 in the game, a home run back in the 5th. Towering shot over the arch nemesis, over the newspaper. The 0-1, and a swing and a miss, fastball. Wilson 6'6", 235. Native of Athens, Georgia. 27 years old. He comes home. And a called third. And Pounds is not happy at all, giving it to the plate ump with a couple of quick, angry words on his way to the dugout. He doesn't say much, but he thought it was outside, and that's out number 1. bring on Ryan Dent. Dent, 2 flyouts and a ground out tonight. Wilson ready to work. First pitch, fastball, strike. Long Island heading home to host Southern Maryland, and then they'll be waiting for us from Somerset next week. 0-1, swing and a miss. They wanted it in. Wilson yanked it away, and Blanco had to reach, but they got the swing and miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Wilson hunched forward, picks up his sign. 0-2, breaking ball, hooks way out. Now ready, here's the 1-2, and a called third strike. Fastball away at 92. Tyler Wilson with back-to-back strikeouts looking, and the Ducks are an out away from a 4-game road sweep. York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Lancaster leads Bridgeport 5-2 in the 9th. It's the only other night game tonight. Here's Witherspoon, who's 1 for 3, singled and scored last inning. First pitch is swung on, bounced toward third. Fair, backhand pick, Puckett, and the long throw got him. Witherspoon out on 1 pitch to end it, and Tyler Wilson comes on and records the save. In the 9th inning, Long Island a 4-game sweep. Here in York, they win tonight by a final score of 8-5.
Well, a frustrating series, no question about it, but at the same time, you have to just step back and say, okay, we ran into a really hot team. We didn't play our best. There were certainly some errors in the field, some errors on the base paths, but if you clean that up, I still don't know if you get it done with the way the Ducks were hitting this series. Double-digit hits in all 4 games, and you just have to tip your cap to them and know that you have an opportunity next week to return the favor.
Yep, no doubt. Rebs, who had the best home record in the league last season, started 3-0 here this past weekend, but ran into Long Island, who just could not be squelched here in this series, and they win all 4. 8-5 is the final here tonight. Off day tomorrow, and then the road trip begins Friday. We'll tell you about that. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
Donegal offers car and homeowners insurance at rates that are very competitive. So competitive that Donegal's car insurance rates are among the lowest in the state. And if you insure your car and home with Donegal, Donegal will take up to an additional 10% off their already low rates. Donegal, a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
This Friday is First Friday in downtown York. Come out and spend the night downtown from 5 to 9.